The clock is ticking. It is only a few more hours, then Interpack 2023 will close its doors. But before that, let's take a look at what it looked like on day 6. The Interpack social media team has captured some impressions for us. After Interpack 2023 is before Interpack 2026. Here to take a look at this year's fair and also to look into the future with us is Thomas Dohse, Director of Interpack. Thank you for being here, Thomas.
Hi, Julia. Nice to see you. Great to be here.
Nice to see you too. We do have some microphone. Okay, now the microphone should be on.
Oh,
wonderful.
Now it's on. So once again, nice to see you. Great to have this event here.
Yeah, thank you for making it possible and being here to, well, summarize this year's fair and also make an outlook onto the next one. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, enthusiastic. It's really been a fantastic show, and you've seen people from all around the world. 2,800 plus exhibitors from 61 nations. It's been wonderful days here, and I feel a big relief also, I have to admit, because after 6 years we were not 100% sure about the visitors to attend, how it will look like again, but now after 7 days we can say it has been a great success for us and mainly also for our exhibitors and visitors here at the show.
Wonderful. We will speak about the numbers in a second. Maybe look at this a bit more concrete. When you woke up this morning, what were your feelings? Is it looking at today and maybe this entire fair with a happy and a sad eye because it's now over, or are you also happy that it's over maybe?
It's a bit of both. First of all, happy that it worked out so well, that we had 7 fantastic days without any big problems in between, but also sad because in a few hours from now the dismantling will start, and we'll see technicians come into the halls again, and everything which looks so great now will soon be teared down, and so that's a bit of a sad feeling, but it's a cycle, and we'll be back in 3 years, and then here we are again.
I'm actually very interested in how this dismantling, like you just put it, is working. I know that it takes a few weeks to build all of this, to get all of the machines here. It's a very big logistic project as well. When the doors close at 6 p.m., what will you and your team be doing, and how long does it actually take to get the fair, I'm guessing, into its original empty state again?
Yeah, so at 6 when the show is closing, we and the team will gather and have a big party to celebrate. And in that time, the halls will be full with all the technicians and logistic guys for the dismantling. It will take less than the build-up, obviously. And within a week or so, everything will be empty again. All those nice 37 football fields I'm always mentioning, which our show represent. So this is still fascinating to me, and as I said in the first interview when we started, I have a big respect for all our logistic people, because they have a hard job to bring in everything on time and not to cause any traffic jam in the venue. So that will be a major problem. But they are experts over the years, and it's going very smoothly for what we can see here. How many exhibitors?
Very interesting. I mean, I haven't even seen everything of the fair, but I've heard of the scale and just taken a look into a few halls, and the machineries are so big, so that's very impressive. Looking at visitors and the feedback you have received, you've already mentioned that it's been very positive. Can you go into a bit more detail, maybe also mention the numbers, and what was the feedback of visitors and exhibitors maybe?
Yes, well, the number is always a big secret until the very end, but I think I can say now that we are really, really happy with more than 142,000 visitors from all over the world. I think 155 nations, which is also astonishing after 6 years of a break, because we still have the war in Ukraine. We have visa problems of the German consulates and embassies in some places like China and India. So we see that in the numbers, obviously, but the turnout of the experts is positive. We have 75% of top-level management attending the show, and the satisfaction rate, so to speak, if we put it this way, is 96%. So 96% of the visitors tell us they have reached their goals, they are happy with the show, and sometimes should I say that? I think it's like elections in totalitarian regimes. But anyway, we are in a late night format, so I can be kidding around a bit here.
Yeah, you can.
So we are absolutely happy with the numbers, and our exhibitors are happy. The visitors, you have seen smiling faces. I was not able to see all our clients because they were so busy, so I stopped by, and I can only apologize to those I haven't met personally, but it's simply impossible with 2,800 exhibitors. And imagine we have so many groups from around the world, from India, from the US, from Singapore, from all the places which we are greeting, which we are giving a little overview of the show. So and then I have to do some interviews here many times.
It's a very busy schedule.
Busy. And so 7 days is actually not even enough to do that, but I think it is enough for the show. And I see smiling faces all around.
Yes, the feedback we have been getting here on this couch where you are sitting right now was very positive as well. Everyone was saying that it is like coming home, and how happy they are to be back, to connect again. I think that is the big thing: meeting, networking, exchanging ideas, looking at trends. Tell us, what trends did you, new ones maybe, that were not maybe in the hot topics or that were exactly the hot topics, did you find when walking around the fair?
I think they met with the hot topics because we knew before that it will be circular economy, sustainability, resource management, digital technologies. So those topics, obviously, you have seen them in any place. So I don't think that there's any company on the market who can avoid those topics or who cannot address them. So that's what they did, and I think it will be that also in 3 years from now on. Product safety was the fourth I should have mentioned. Also, that's important in post-COVID times. Remember how important it is to protect the product, food products or pharmaceuticals, and those are also the main two big sectors of interpack. And so that's actually nothing new, or that's what we expected, and it has been proved.
So the topics were actually
Absolutely.
very well chosen.
Yes.
Are the discussions already going on about what might be the hot topics in 2026, or is that something that's still in the future?
Let me have a break first.
Okay.
Let me think about that.
A well-deserved break. For me, this was my first Interpack, and I think for many other people as well, it's been 6 years since the last one. So many fresh faces. Have you gotten some feedback from new faces, young faces as well?
Yes, we did. And so if you think about the scale of the show, people who arrive here for the first time say, hey, I didn't expect that. It's so big. I need more time. I cannot see almost a part of it in 1 or 2 days. And that was also an idea of our concept, of the new hall concept, to have focal areas, for example, for the labeling and marketing in the hall 8B. And it worked very well. The exhibitors were happy with this idea of having, like in a shopping mall, when you have shops for one sector in each field, and this really worked because then the visitors can concentrate on that field of interest and go directly to that place. So that worked very well, and the newcomers, the numbers are up. Obviously, after 6 years, new faces in the industry, and I think they now know at least or latest why we set Interpack simply unique, because it is a unique experience. There's no similar show on this planet. I have to say, without any arrogance.
I think you can rightly say that. It's also very important to get these new people with like looking at labor shortage, which is a big issue at the moment. Yeah. We also have a new member in our team, or someone who was here for the first time. Spencer went around and captured some impressions, and he actually learned a lot.
Back now at Hall 15, where all the new bloods are. I'm standing with Henning Wilms of Enlize. Henning, quick question. I honestly don't know that much about packaging, and since you're also new yourself to the game, sort of, can you tell me like what is packaging to you, or sort of how you got into it?
Yeah, so well, we're actually a startup. We spun out of university, and we sort of just used packaging as the initial entry market, and now we've just grown bigger in that space. But coming into the market, what always sort of fascinated me was just the scale of things. You know, you walk through a supermarket and you see all these products, and then you think, well, yeah, that's one candy bar. You know, I'll take it and I'll eat it, and then you just try to calculate like how many of these do they actually make, and then you go into the factory for the first time and you just realize you've completely underestimated the scale that goes into just producing packaging material, consumer products, etc. So that's always something that gets me whenever I go into a factory and onto the shop floor.
All right, thank you so much, Henning. Yeah. And what are you hoping to see or experience here at the Interpack 2023?
Well, it's just, you know, we have a few customers down in Hall 9, 8, 10, so I'm just there for social visits, but also just meeting new people, getting in touch with people, and talking about, you know, the trends that are currently happening in the industry, sustainability, digitization. You know, that's obviously one of our sweet spots, and yeah, that's what we're here for, and where we hope to add to the discussion and to the industry.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, I'm hoping we're all going to be learning a lot more today. All right, back to you guys. Thank you so much, Henning.
Thank you.
Yes. You had this special startup zone where young and upcoming companies, startups could exhibit their ideas and connect and network a lot. How important is it to give this platform to young companies, and what was the feedback that you got there?
I think that's important to bring in new ideas in times of changes, and those startups, we had 10 startups here. We could have made it bigger, but there was simply no other space because our established exhibitors asked for also more space. So, but that was a good start, and I think they had a good connection to the industry, and we will certainly do that again, and so will we with all the other specials we had this time.
Yes, let's talk about these specials. Another, very important trend topic and spotlight talk that you had was women in packaging. We also talked to some of the speakers here. How important is it to give this topic a platform, and how did this decision, how was it made? Like, where did the idea come from, and how do you think did it go?
Well, actually, I read about this idea on LinkedIn. I think in Australia the idea came up, so down under, far away, and I said, come on, that's something for Interpack. We'll have to do that here, because when you look around, you still see 80 to 90% of men in this industry, and talking about recruitment, not only on the male side, but also women. Why shouldn't we try to give more women an insight in this industry? And it was well received. So I have not been there because I'm a man, but my colleagues attended, and they said it was such a great exchange of ideas and from women for women, and I think that was a good kickoff for this topic, and I'm quite sure we will do that again.
If you want to get an insight, I mean, we did speak to some of the women, so you
Yes.
can go and rewatch the videos. It was actually very, very interesting.
Great.
They mentioned how important it is to like have mentors and connect, and I'm guessing Interpack gave them exactly that platform. So yeah.
Very happy about that. But we also had other specials. You said Spotlight, our forum, 7 days, 7 topics, was a big success. Many people were queuing there, standing there, looking that. And also what I like very much, I talked to Jan Malte before in the German interview, our nice late night studio. I really love it here with our Media Harbor in Düsseldorf in the background at night. For someone who asked, is it Berlin? No, it's Düsseldorf actually. And I know you're also from Cologne. So
I did not know what
you didn't know, so
harbor
because you go out in Cologne and not in Düsseldorf.
Exactly.
Okay, but yeah, it's. I think that's really great, and I hope we do that again also in 3 years when we meet again.
Yeah, I would hope so too. It was actually a lot of fun, and I think we have reached a lot of people, not only here at the fair, but also outside you who are watching right now.
Actually, Julia, talking about numbers, we should say that more than 250,000 spectators we won with this show. I never expected that. I never did.
We were very
great.
surprised in a very good way by those numbers as well. It shows how important, how big, and how involved, how important this fair is, and how the industry is coming together here. Obviously, this is the packaging and processing fair, so machines do play a big role. What did we see apart, or what did you see apart from machinery? What were the other like big exhibits and trends?
Yeah, machines always dominate Interpack because you see them in action, but we have to see that we have more than 1,000 packaging companies, packaging material, packaging means, and this is a new record for Interpack. More than 1,000 companies in this field. This is also something to have a look at. Mm-hmm. So, great show for all of the sectors.
Awesome. I mentioned before it's an international fair, and we also spoke about international visitors. Can you give us some numbers here? Like, what is the kind of balance between national and international visitors?
Yes, we have a more than 70% from abroad. So this is the most international show in processing and packaging. And they came from all over the world. We talked about some problems in visa and so on, but the deciders are there. As I said, did I say that, or only in German? 75% of top management. I think I did.
You did.
So that's a very, very high number for a trade show. Yeah. So we are really happy about that number.
Yeah. You're also obviously doing a lot in bringing these markets together, also with Interpack Alliance. What's the next big step there?
Next shows are in the end of this year. We have the show in Egypt, or 2 shows. Food Africa, the biggest food show in Africa, and Pack Process Middle East Africa for the machinery and material side. And even before that, we have the Shanghai World of Packaging again, SWAP as we call it, in Shanghai, which had to be postponed several times now because of the pandemic, but now China is opening up again, and we are really looking forward to those events in late this year.
Something to fill the 3-year gap before the next Interpack.
Before we get bored by doing nothing. No. Actually, we keep on working for the next show beginning from tomorrow on.
Oh, wow.
Setting up the concepts, have a little brainstorming with the team, and then we will come up with new ideas, new topics, and the new planning again.
Wonderful. My colleague Spencer also captured some impressions from international visitors. Let's take a look at that.
Hey everybody, it's Spencer here. It's another beautiful gray rainy day in Germany. We're at the Messe Düsseldorf and it's Interpack 2023. Now we're actually at the closing days of this wonderful convention, and I'm thinking to myself there's still quite a lot of people we need to get in touch with just to learn more about who is exactly here. So why don't you guys join me and we'll see who's around today.
I'm Richard Norris from Pro Dico, Dublin, Ireland.
Hi, my name is Bahadur Erdoğan. I'm working for iFlex Packaging from Istanbul, Turkey.
My name is Lin.
My name is Ananta, but people call me Vijay as well.
My name is Ada and I'm from Poland.
I'm Judith and I come from Spain.
And you're enjoying interpack so far?
Yes, sure. Very enjoy everything.
That's fantastic, yes. So the numbers are very, very good. Some existing customers coming to our booth, a lot of new customers from new regions. We're trying to expand globally, so it's very, very good to see customers from nearly every corner of the world.
It's a huge experience, very intense, but really good.
We work for the packaging department in Switzerland, and I think it's a very good opportunity to know suppliers, different companies, and innovation.
And tell me, how are you enjoying Dusseldorf so far?
Actually, Düsseldorf, first time in Düsseldorf, and so far it's good. It's a very lovely city. Liked it.
Yeah, it's a really nice city, beautiful river and beautiful center, so...
Yes, very much.
I see you have your own batch of Guinness here, so I take it you don't like the German beer?
Oh, we love the German beer, but we're an Irish company. Guinness comes everywhere with us. Wherever we go, it comes with us.
You've been really nervous about this because it's your first time. How does it feel?
Yes, in my whole life, this is the first time I take the picture in front of the camera.
Well, you're a natural born star, Len. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next year, right?
Okay, see you.
Hopefully, yeah.
And thanks for conducting this program. Yeah.
Of course. All right, well, fingers crossed. Thank you so much. Well, guys, I hope you had as much fun as I did. I met a lot of really cool people. I learned a lot about packaging, and to be honest, I'm a little bummed out that we're coming to an end. But good news is we'll be back in 3 years from now. So see you guys all at Interpack 2026. Bis nächste Mal.
Isn't it great to see so many people from all over the world coming here, having a smile on their face? So that's what I love.
Yes, like you said, happy faces wherever you look. You already just said how the planning is actually going to start tomorrow. We already know the year, 2026. Can you tell us the concrete date?
Yes, we just announced it. It will be May 7th to 13th, 2026 here in Düsseldorf again.
Wonderful. So everyone should mark that in their calendars. We will definitely mark it down. Thomas, thank you so much for being here. Any last words you would like to say?
Julia, it has been a pleasure also with you over those 7 days. I know it has been a tough time for you as well to preparing everything. It was our first TV appearance, our first TV studio here at Interpack. It was a full and major success. I would love to do that again. It was a pleasure working with you. Thank you all very much, and thank you all the exhibitors and visitors of Interpack. See you again in 2026. Thank you very much.